we just cannot substantiate.
Yeah.
So now there is a special clause in the NAC system where they give some kind of a preference or priority to TFR kind of institute.
So
yeah, so they're working on it again, I believe. So we have submitted a few of those documents again, but they will have to rank TFR for sure. But I mean, because of these numbers, it might look a little bit strange. I mean, that's what I fear.
that's true. That's true.
But we have to see anyway.
We have the new director now appointed.
Okay.
When last time you visited, Dr. Shivaji Chakravarti was there.
That's right. Yeah. So who is currently the director?
He is Professor Prasad Krishna. He is from NIT Surathkal.
I see. Okay.
Basically a mechanical engineer, but he was our own faculty. Up to some years back, when I joined, he was a faculty here.
I see.
And then he shifted to NIT Surathkal.
Right.
And he was heading the mechanical engineering department there. In between, he became an advisor with the ACT.
Okay.
Hopefully, when you come next time, you can have a meeting. A part of his research is related to material science and characterization.
Hello. So shall we start the session?
Yes. I think we should start now.
Okay. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 7th day of the online workshop on methods of data acquisition and analysis in NMR and HRMS, sponsored by DST, SCRB, and Accelerate Vigyan. On this last day of workshop, we have scheduled 2 sessions. For the first session, we have Professor K. Madhu from TIFA Hyderabad to deliver a lecture on the topic Molecular Structure and Dynamics through NMR Looking Glass. To chair the session, I humbly invite Dr. Professor G. Unikrishnan from Department of Chemistry, NITC. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Respected faculty members and dear delegates, we are truly privileged to have a great personality like Professor P.K. Madhu this morning with us from JFR Hyderabad. Over the days, we have had classes on sessions on fundamentals of NMR, structural elucidation by 2D NMR, applications of NMR chemical shifts in characterization, definitely solid state NMR, biomolecular applications of NMR, and so on. So thus we traveled and reached the final day of this session. And this session happens to be the final session on NMR. Next session is for HRMS. So this session, our guest is Professor P.K. Madhu, who is a professor at the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research at Hyderabad. He has his PhD from Indian Institute of Science, 1997. Subsequently, he spent 5 full years for postdoc at initially at Brisbane Institute of Science, Israel. Then he moved to Johannes Kepler University, Austria. Then to Stockholm, Sweden, and then Southampton, UK. And extensively experienced solid state NMR specialist. He is with us. His research group primarily focuses on the pulse schemes to improve the sensitivity and reliability of solid state NMR's outputs. They also work on the schemes for distance measurement between proton NMR spins and C13 NMR spins. They also, interestingly, they also work on biological molecules, oligomer type, low molecular weight, long chain biological peptides, 5 in the fight in fibrillar form. So we are very lucky to have an expert like Professor Madhu with us. It's the great privilege of the institute, the department, my faculty colleagues, research scholars, and students of Department of Calicut to welcome. Over to you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Professor Krishnan, for that very kind and generous introduction. I hope you can see the slides and hear me as well. It's a great pleasure to get. Thanks. It's a great pleasure to get invited to give a talk at this workshop being sponsored by NIIT Calicut. I had fond memories of visiting a couple of years ago before all this pandemic set in. And that was quite excellent, actually. So on the picture, what you see is the TIFR Hyderabad, which is relatively a new institute. I mean, this building is just about 3 years old. And as you can see, the constructions are happening on the other side of the campus as well. If some of the students are interested in knowing more about it, I mean, you're more than welcome to drop me an email and we can talk about that. Right, so I'm going to talk a little bit about the ideas of NMR in looking at the molecular structure of the pandemic. I mean, I must admit that I was completely overwhelmed when I looked at the schedule.